What's happening today?
Well, Bridget, or should I say, Dr. Sage Wisdom.
Oh, we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
Made a little movie. Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right, so let's give context. Listeners, I entered a film contest. I can't even remember. I wonder if we talked about this. Do you think we talked about this?
You sent me a text. And you said, hey, like 2 weeks ago, should I enter this film contest? And then I said yes.
But did we talk about it on the podcast?
I
you and I talked about it.
I was getting there, but I'm still eating more cheese.
So sorry. Okay.
No, it's fine. I don't think we did explicitly.
Okay. So there was a short film contest that is run by Kevin Smith. He owns a local movie theater. And the contest was you had to make a short film in 37 hours.
You know, I think we did talk about this because you said go back to our Clerks episode.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. All right.
Yeah, it's come back to me.
All right. So y'all could go find that info and whatevs. But we made the movie, or I made the movie. But Bridget helped. And she was Dr. Sage Wisdom.
I'm going to set the scene for you folks. If you get a text from your sister who's like, I'm entering a film competition and I need you to be a therapist, what do?
You buy a wig on Amazon.
You buy a wig and you buy thick rim glasses.
Wow.
And after I watched the incredible 4.5-minute film,
yep,
I might have went a little overkill.
I don't think you did.
You're being nice. I think it was a little much. I think I should have got a little more au natural. But that was so fun. And for the serious listeners, also acting was our father.
I roped him in. And
it was amazing.
If you're a longtime listener, you should recognize his voice. It's the same. I don't know. Was he playing a character kind of like himself? Possibly. Yes, he was. Says weird things, scoots away.
Yes. Sounds like Rodney Dangerfield.
And he was a trooper because I kind of set it up like, hey, can you help me and be a part of this? And he was like, sure. And I was like, great, it'll be short time commitment. He was like, okay. And then after he already said yes, I was like, and by the way, I'm going to make you wear a wig and a fake beard and a hat and an overcoat. And I was like, but you don't have to talk when you're wearing those. And he was like, okay. And that's just how we did it. But, yeah, what a time.
Well, and I know you're like, I don't know if I want to share it because, win, lose, draw, whatever, who cares? But I think you should still share this with people, regardless on the result. Because it is beautiful. Like Instagram somewhere.
Oh, well, it's 4.5 minutes. I don't know if Instagram will let me.
Oh, yeah, I don't know how to do that.
I don't know.
Maybe to YouTube. Someone smarter than us can figure it out.
Maybe. So if we talk about it again, it'll hopefully be, with good news or whatever. I don't know.
We'll let you know. It doesn't matter. You finished, so you won. Give some positive energy, folks.
Woo! Snoogans.
Sisters who've seen it. We are the sisters who've seen it. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop. Sisters, shooby-dooby-doo-wop. Sisters. Sisters who've seen it.
Hello.
Welcome to the 79th. I don't think that's...
What? It's 96.
Welcome to the 96th Oscars.
Damn, you just went back. So you went back to 2000s? Oh my god. I'm glad you were not doing the Jimmy Kimmel voice, by the way, because I'm like, I don't know if I like his voice. We're gonna talk about it.
He's really annoying.
Welcome, listeners. Welcome back. I'm gonna introduce ourselves. We are the hosts of this semi-nostalgic happy hour, but it's not at the end of the month, but we're doing it anyway. Get over it. Here we go. Okay. So, we are the Sisters Who've Seen It. The podcast where two sisters who are not movie critics look back on some of our favorites throughout the years through a psychological, ethical, and familial lens. I'm Katie.
I'm Bridget.
And if I was Al Pacino, I would awkwardly go, my eyes see 96 Academy Awards. And then everyone would look confused and I'd be like, Yeah.
Worst delivery ever.
Guess
Kate,
what?
we're watching
The 96th Academy Award.
96 Oscars.
Yep.
So,
Wow.
we watched it. You don't have to. And we're going to talk about it. And the way it works is Katie and I watch it and live text each other, which I guess is just texting is live. And we go back and forth, and then we go back and we read all our texts plus what people said on the internet, and we kind of see, did we agree, not agree, and also tell you what happened. So if you saw it, cool, you'll hear our perspective. If you didn't see it, now you'll hear about it, and we'll tell you what movies to watch. That's kind of what I think the takeaway should be, right?
Yeah, and in years past, I would try to do live tweeting, and I was not great at it this year. I only made only 2 original tweets and then 2 retweets. And that's it. That's a total of 4 tweets, and one of which is Al Pacino, which says, Al Pacino was like, who gave me this card? Why am I here? What's going on? Oppenheimer!
That's pretty good.
It was good. That's why I retweeted it.
Kate, what should we start off with?
Well, I know I requested this before, and I'll request again on air, but Bridge, can you give us a Joan Rivers-inspired fashion update? Because I want to hear it.
Okay, we were delivering anti-dresses. We were delivering poof. We will have shoulder pads. Deb from Napoleon Dynamite was not there, but her dresses were.
But was Ariana Grande in spirit, and there were Godzilla. Did you see the Godzilla shoes?
Oh my god. No.
With the shoes. Google Godzilla shoes. Academy Awards.
God.
It is amazing. I want to be all their friends.
Wait, I don't want you to make fun of me.
Okay.
This question.
I won't.
When you say Academy Awards, and then we say Oscars, it's the Academy Awards Oscars? Are those two separate things? Why doesn't it all go together?
I think they're the same thing. The name of the statue is an Oscar, and I think the award ceremony is Academy Awards.
Got it. Okay, back to the...
All right, I sent you the Godzilla shoes. Very important. You got to scroll down, but you'll see them. They have little claws. Do you see?
No.
Zoom in on the shoes, Bridget. I swear they're there. So it's not... Do you see the shoes?
The heel of the shoe.
It's a claw!
Is a Godzilla claw coming from the ground.
Could you imagine if Steven Spielberg was like, I too have a claw shoe a la Jurassic Park? And we're like, wow, fashion.
That's incredible. Here was my fashion takeaways.
Okay.
Margot Robbie was protesting. So she was all in black. I think she could have gone crazy Barbie pink and glitter and she's literal Barbie, but because they just crushed on nominations and everything, she went black. She was at a funeral. Okay?
Listen, not to quote Twitter again, but one of the retweets was a picture of Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man looking at Spider-Man outfit, and the caption is, Margot Robbie putting on her last Barbie-themed red carpet look for the Oscars. Because that is the end of a fashion era. No more Barbie outfits, at least for the time being.
Now, America Ferrara did rock a Barbie outfit and looked bomb.
Yeah.
I mean, incredible. And then Ryan Gosling wore his pink glittery suit in his performance, which we'll talk about, and he looked amazing.
He wasn't wearing the pink suit the whole time, though.
No, he wasn't. He looked like just kind of black tux, whatever.
Yes.
Zendaya, which I just always am like, I feel like I like Euphoria, anything Zendaya's in, I'm like, okay, yeah, you're cool. But I was like, you look like the actual statue.
Okay, Bridge, that was another tweet. Bridge! Do you secretly go on the Twitter and not tell me?
No, is this me? Am I tweeting?
Are you the tweeter? Is it you? Somebody literally photoshopped her on top of the a little platform and was like, "Here's the new Oscar statue," and it was just Zendaya.
She's so tall that it's so skinny that you're like, "Oh my god, you look like the statue." And then Ariana Grande, I heard everything from a prolapsed anus.
Damn, that's foul.
But I thought of it it looks like a comfy blanket, and I pretty much wear poncho blankets to every single work thing I ever do, so I'm actually wearing a blanket but look sophisticated. I think
snuggie
she was smart. You have to sit. It's a long show. You're sitting there. It's probably cold.
I do think I was surprised she was there. I know she was like presenting. I know it's to promote Wicked, but like, do you remember last year in the Oscars when they like stopped the ceremony and was like, everyone, we're gonna watch Little Mermaid from Disney. And it's like,
Hated
what?
it.
Why are we doing that?
Hated
and like,
it.
they didn't do that this year, but like, it kind of felt that way. Where I was like, aren't there other people? Okay. All right. Yep. Bring on Ariana out here. Girls dating SpongeBob. People don't forget. I never will. Ever.
Well, neither will our listeners.
Bridget, speaking of fashion, I'm sending you a photo and I'm not sorry about it at all. Can you talk about that fashion? Or lack thereof.
The sexiest, sultriest, unpredictable John Cena shows up and, in my opinion, challenges The Rock, okay? Because he's like, who's got a harder rock frickin' body?
Wait, do they have like a rivalry?
No, I'm just making this up because, like,
I believed it was real.
I mean, maybe they do. I don't know, but I just think it's funny. So, for those that didn't see it, John Cena came out naked. Because Jimmy Kimmel goes, hey, at the 70s Oscar, there was a streaker, and wouldn't that be cool? And then John Cena hides behind, like, a cutout of the stage. And it's like, I don't want to do it, Jimmy. And it was really funny. And then he kind of skirts out with the nomination card in front of his package. And I thought it was pretty funny. And he's like a funny, I don't know, all these, it's like you can't worship any celebrities because they're people and people are flawed, but every time I hear him, he just seems like respectful and funny and nice, and I kind of dug it.
Yeah, and he wasn't actually naked, as proof by this backstage photo I found on the internet.
Which Katie shared. Although his sandals disturbed me, because anyone naked, I don't need to see, like...
We don't need sandals. Just go for it, you know? The floor's clean.
No.
Wow.
So all in all, I would say the fact there was no, like, I don't know, ridiculous outfits, but all in all, everyone looked pretty, and let's get into this freaking show, Kate. How'd I do?
That was great. The only other thing I do want to reference is there were a lot of celebrities that were wearing ceasefire pins, which was awesome. But of course, then some of those people are getting trashed by ridiculous Republicans. So, you know, it's just a normal day in America here, everybody.
It is, and there was protesters, right? Outside.
Yeah, and Mark Ruffalo, oh my God, there's a video of him on the red carpet, and you can, like, hear the protesters, and he's like, yeah! Like he's, like, with them, like, yeah! And everyone's like, Mark Ruffalo! And then he's like, anyway, gotta go, guys.
He's like, I'm gonna go inside, see ya.
See if I'm nominated.
I'll bring out a drink.
Gotta get in there.
Man, I gotta go.
Oh my God.
I thought there'd be more, if I was gonna be honest.
Protesters?
Well, not only protesters, but people talking about it in speeches. I mean, I don't know. Like, I kind of was like, huh. Well, and everyone gets, like, annoyed at actors. Like, you're not politicians. But I'm like, that's pretty fucked up part of history. And, you know, I don't know. I was surprised, and then I also was reading how in England it was Mother's Day, and so everyone just kept saying, like, Happy Mother's Day, and of course us in America are like, huh? There's more than one Mother's Day? What?
That was me.
So,
yep.
I mean, I was just like, I can't keep up, and yet, yeah, so I was surprised.
Well, and I do think maybe now is a good time to make reference to, which I want to talk a little bit more about this particular category, because you and I were texting about it. There's a category, Best International Feature Film, which, like,
oh my God.
What, like,
I know.
This is not strictly an American only award show. This is the movie award show, and we are like, fuck you, international films. You're not allowed to be in the main one. You're in your own. Anyway, the winner of that category was The Zone of Interest. And the director who was accepting the award, and that movie is about Nazis, I think. I have not seen it. I hear it's great. And basically the director, who was like, hey, I'm Jewish, however, like, we need a ceasefire. And, like, there's so many innocent people dying, and this is absolutely crazy. And he is the only award winner of the entire award show that does not have his speech on, there's, like, certain websites that will, like, post all the acceptance speeches, and he's the only one who doesn't have his speech.
God, he he was just speaking like a normal human. He wasn't even being like
but
crass
it's,
or
but
crazy.
it's because of the stance. Like, how crazy is that? It's like, it's fucking wild. So, anywho.
It is fucking wild, and it, like, I think the tone of Jimmy Kimmel leading it, everybody was just like, well...
Let's talk Jimmy Kimmel, because Bridget was not with me via text when the ceremony started. Yeah. I also was like scrambling to fucking get a free trial to watch this goddamn show because nothing is easy. And
I'm gonna reference our text messages, Kate.
You
and
should.
Also, this is a helpful reminder, folks. The Oscars were on Fubo TV and Sling TV and YouTube TV.
And I think Hulu TV, if you pay for live. Hulu TV, it has to be live, yeah.
And so if you did what we did and did the free trial, cancel that right now.
Cancel it. Cancel.
Pause this, go cancel.
Yes.
Cancel. So when Jimmy Kimmel came out, and even leading up, there was so many commercials about like, oh, the Oscars, do I have to do it? Oh, I'm hosting. Oh, it's like, listen, bro, you're not Joe Coy. You are professional. You are like a late night host. Like, get your fucking shit together. I felt like he was like, oh, I'm gonna like diss this before anyone else disses me, and that's my strategy. Well, I just felt like all his jokes were light. It was simple. He had no personality in it. He could have been a floating... Casper the fucking Ghost could have done it.
Don't tempt me with a good time, Bridget. What I would pay to see Casper Devonsawa Ghost. Like, hey guys!
I felt like he was like, oh, I'm here. Is this annoying? I'm like, listen, I get it.
All right.
You never are going to win, but take the heat.
I have a question. Is his talk show on ABC? Is that part of the connection? Like, was the network like, we want someone who's already under our contract because maybe that saves us money and we don't give a fuck. Jimmy, get the fuck in there.
What is this show on?
I don't know. That's why I was curious.
ABC.
Yeah. So he's
yeah. He's probably forced to do it.
I think he was forced to do it. And somebody also, someone tweeted this. Was basically like, Jimmy Kimmel doesn't, like, he's not like a movie person. Like, he doesn't care about movies, and it fucking shows. Yeah. And someone's like, when are we actually gonna get a host that, like, gives a shit about movies? And then someone made reference to John Mulaney, how he pulled a Katie and or a Randy from Scream, and instead of talking what he was supposed to talk about, he monologued about the entire movie. And they were like, because he loves movies. And, like, that was actually funny, and we love that. And, like, when are we going to get something like that? And I agree.
Well, and what's wrong with multiple hosts? What's wrong with, like, just, like...
That's how they did it last year. I don't think there was a main host last year.
No, it was Chris Rock.
Bridget, I don't think the slap was last year. I hate to burst the bubble. I know you
really?
feel like it was.
Did I keep getting it wrong?
Let's look it up. Oscar slap. Because I don't think it was last year.
Oh, I thought it was. No, it was 2022.
2 years ago.
So Jimmy Kimmel did this last year?
No, he did it. Did he? I blacked out.
Oscars host 2023?
I felt like
there... Oh my God, it was him.
Oh, God.
Wait, wasn't it?
Wait. Is this fake news? Oscars host 2023. Nothing's popping up when I type in Oscars host 2023. Oh, except Jimmy Kimmel. Wait a second.
Yeah, it was Jimmy Kimmel.
Wait, but why did it suck?
I don't even remember him.
I don't either.
Wow.
I could have sworn that it was like a lot more. The vibe was weird. It was a weird vibe this year, I think, partially because of him. And also, you were not logged on yet at this time, which means he literally whipped out this fucking, it wasn't even a joke, but he was trying to make it be a joke so early. Like, he, like, just starts his monologue, and he immediately turns to Robert Downey Jr. and is like, talk about a comeback, like, haha, like, drug addict, haha, and, like, now you're nominated. And then, like, Robert Downey Jr. was like, okay. And then he kept going. And then he was like, what do you do? Is that a cocaine reference? Ha ha ha. And, like, it was fucking weird.
I feel like no one even mentioned that. Did people mention that online?
I don't know, but it was so early on. And I was like, don't like the tone. Don't like the tone. Tone. I don't like it. Yeah.
I'm going to try not to just bash on him the whole time. But what I wish Jimmy Kimmel would do, and I would respect him more, is own up to your man show bullshit.
People don't forget the man show.
Say I got lucky. I got a break.
On trampolines.
Sarah Silverman was with me and I lost her, and then I sold my soul to Hollywood, and here I am, and yet, but you know what? I'm lucky, and thank you, and I learned from my ways, and I'm not like who I am. That's all I want to hear. All I want to hear is, one, I acknowledge my past, I'm better for it, and I'm trying. That's it. I would like him 1,000 times better.
Do you know what the name of his production company is?
Oh, fuck. What is it?
Jack Hole Productions. Which definitely is a direct correlation to Man's Show. Okay. Jimmy Kimmel was there.
Like,
okay.
Wait. What I do like that they did was for Best Supporting Actor and Lead Actor is they had the old winners throughout the years show up and talk about the nominees, and I thought that was nice. They got a little spotlight. You hated it?
It was...
Wow, we are such different people.
It was so nice. Okay, here's my critique. My critique with that, I love seeing old winners. Super fun. And they didn't do the most recent. They like stretched it out. But then I didn't get to watch any clips of the nominated actors and actresses acting, which means I know infinitely less about these movies I've never seen, which means I don't get a chance to feel emotion. And I hated that. There were no fucking clips. I don't know if they just fired all the video editors or whatever. There literally there was 2 montages, one which kicked off the show, and then the other was in memoriam, and that was a fucking train wreck, and we're gonna talk about it, because I hated that.
They did show the movies, in between randomly.
Showed only the best pictures, but how every year in the past that the Oscars would do is when every category, they would show you little clips, and all the acting categories, they didn't show any clips of anyone. It was just let me read, my, maid of honor speech about you, la la. And I'm but I want to look at things. This is movies. This isn't it's not podcasting. I want to look at things.
I hear your point.
If it was I don't know, you have them do their monologue and then show a 30-second clip. Even that would have been great, but there was fucking nothing.
Yeah, because they never know how to end it. It's always you bastard, I hate you. And then it pans to some calm woman in the audience and she's it's Sharon Stone. She's but I get what you mean. We didn't really watch anything now that I think about it.
No, and that's a part I like about it, because I feel in years past there would be movies that I might have heard about but hadn't seen yet. And then they would show clips and it would get me hyped to be ooh, I want to see it now. Let me go watch. Or I know a little bit more about it maybe. I mean, I don't know. It just...
Well, let's talk winners, okay?
All right. Divine Joy Randolph.
Oh my God, the holdovers.
Best Supporting Actress. The first category. Do you think this woman, after winning, immediately went and partied hard and was screw the rest of the ceremony, I'm Gucci? Because when you're the first category, I'm whoa, that's amazing.
And you're no one's on me anymore. The camera's not
you're
following me.
All done.
You're I'm done.
Off to In-N-Out Burger I go. Here I am.
The Holdovers is a movie I really want to see that I think is somewhat based on a true story, where the kids who don't have really either their families are away or they can't go home for the holiday break, they stay at the boarding school. Paul Giamatti and Divine Joy Randolph stay with them and have to manage these kooky kids and adolescents, and
they're so kooky. This really does sound. Doesn't this sound like a feel good 90s movie? I feel it's got a 90s movie plot.
Yeah, it kind of does, and I'm very intrigued by it. But this was very heartwarming. It was first nomination, first win. Whatever that happens, in your mind you're thinking, oh my God, they literally didn't think they'd win, because that type of luck is crazy. But it felt so good, and I cried. I love crying. I love seeing people happy. Although I was shocked that Emily Blunt has not won yet. I was man, she's been in a lot of movies and nothing's really hit,
Yeah.
Okay. Then Chris Hemsworth shows up.
That's where I fainted for 2 minutes and then needed smelling salts to get revived. Anyway, they were doing animation, which I was because he was Thor, which is not animation. Right. And then Anna Taylor-Joy played Princess Peach in the Super Mario Brothers movie. what? Anyway, Jimmy Kimmel again makes jokes about how animated movies are only for children. I do take personal offense. You go fuck yourself. And I was surprised by the winner because I thought for best animated feature film it was going to be Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. Mary and her boyfriend Chris and I saw that in theaters in Chicago when we went to visit. We went to that
That's right.
We went to the oh my god, what is it called? The theater where you have like a waiter and you can and I got wine. I drank wine watching this movie. It was so good.
Chicago's amazing.
It was great. But the Boy and the Heron one, which I do want to point out, Bridget, I don't know if you know anything about that movie, but
seems sad.
Robert Pattinson, who we had as Edward Cullen, the vampire in Twilight, plays the heron, and he has a weird voice. And that's all I can give you right now. But you know, does that delight anyone? Does that tickle your fancy? They didn't play any clips of the movie, don't worry, so we'll never know what it was.
Well, Mahito, a young 12-year-old boy, struggles to settle in a new town after his mother's death. However, a talking Robert Pattinson, who's a heron, informs him his mother is still alive. And they go on an adventure. I mean, could be good. I don't know. Could
be good. Hayao Miyazaki, very famous animator.
Oh, well. Okay.
All right,
and we get past that, and you're mad about Spider-Verse.
I'm mad, but I'm over it.
Basically, I'm back to hating on Jimmy Kimmel because he makes some puns, and I hate it. And then, thank God.
Screenplay.
And then you made a really funny joke about how you're like, I wonder if with the writer's strike they refused to write jokes for Jimmy Kimmel.
I really do. And and not just for him. I feel like some of the other presenters, I was like, guys, step it up. Like if we didn't have America Ferrera and Kate McKinnon on that one part, I was like, I might have to tap out. I don't know what's going on. But they saved the day, thank God.
Oh my Lord.
Wait, so we got screenplays categories. Yes. So the two categories are original screenplay, which means it's not based. Okay, this is this grinds my gears because I did talk about this with you.
Here she is. She's grinded.
For Barbie. Original screenplay. Doesn't that to you sound like it's gonna be original as in not based on written material?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Which was Barbie.
Yeah.
There is no other movie like this about Barbie.
I know.
Okay.
That's why I love it.
I'm just saying. But they were like, fuck that. Barbie's an adapted screenplay. And it adapted means it was based on source material. And then we like changed it up, whatever. And all the other films for adapted screenplay, they were like, oh, here's the book it's based off of. And for Barbie, it goes, it's based on the doll.
The worst.
What? What are you talking about? Doll doesn't equal book.
Listen.
It should have been original screenplay, and I will die on that hill.
I'll help you.
There's a lot of Barbie hills we're going to die on.
Die with you? I don't know. But here's the thing. Barbie cast. This is Katie and I's takeaway. Barbie cast carried the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Ryan Gosling, Kate McKinnon.
Yep.
America Ferrera, everyone.
And Billie Eilish.
Billie Eilish. Everyone. Everyone. Entertaining to the fucking nines. They won 0.
Nothing.
They won 0.
They didn't win anything.
Awards. And I want to let you know, male listeners, this is what it's like being a woman.
This was literally in the plot of Barbie, and we learned nothing. And somebody made a joke too where they were like...
Literally got the best experience.
They literally were like, Barbie's a movie all about how like women get ignored, and then they were like, anyway, let's have our best musical number be about the boy who's Ken. Let's do it.
I kind of felt that way with, was it Anatomy of the Fall? Lily, what's her name? Who was the Native American first?
That's from Killers of a Flower Moon.
Sorry, Killers of the Flower Moon. I felt a little bit of like kind of like the sadness of we have Native Americans performing for us.
Yeah.
Lily Gladstone. We have Lily Gladstone nominated. We have this film that's nominated, and it basically won nothing. Same thing. The two actors, music, whatever, carried the show, and they both won no awards.
Yep.
Yikes.
It's true.
What does that tell you, folks? Stop trying so hard, okay?
Yeah. So best original screenplay was Anatomy of a Fall, which is apparently about a woman whose husband died and/or was murdered, and all I know is that we still don't know how he died, and there's a dog.
And no, people don't know if she did it or not, but there's this constant scene that it just shows her saying, "I didn't kill my husband."
Well, I couldn't tell you anything
well-
else about the movie because there were no clips of the movie. Okay, sorry.
Oh wait. The one thing that was really, really fun is
dog.
the orchestra.
The dog clapping.
No.
Oh.
No, well but the orchestra was playing like 50 Cent, but like symphony style, like
Oh. Yeah,
remember
it
you
was.
were sending me? Yeah, remember you were sending me like notes
Wait,
on
what
that?
does it have to do with Anatomy of a Fall, though?
Oh, sorry, nothing.
Oh,
Nothing.
I thought you were like, also with that movie, let me make a connection.
No, we moved on. I moved
sorry.
on to the Jimmy Kimmel speed. We moved on.
Wait. At Best Adapted Screenplay
Oh, sorry.
was American Fiction, which is based off of a novel. And that writer, he made his speech and was saying how Hollywood sucks and it keeps funding like $300 million movies.
Yes.
And it should instead fund like $110 million movies. And like, wouldn't that be cool? And everyone was like, yeah!
Yes.
And then they were like, okay, play the music, get him off stage. And they probably played 50 Cent to get him off stage because they literally played motherfucking PIMP. And I was like, what is this? Why is this playing?
Did you see that movie, American Fiction?
I didn't, but I heard it's good.
It's a frustrated novelist fed up with the establishment that profits from black entertainment and relies on tired and offensive tropes. Prove his point, he uses a pen name to create an outlandish black book of his own, a book that propels him to the heart of hypocrisy.
I was going to say, I'm sure all the white people love it, too.
Well, I feel like that's like a really, and that's based on a book, because that seems like a very, smart movie.
Yeah, it's based on a
book.
book.
I think it's going to be on my list, because once I started seeing all the actors in it, I was like, damn.
Oh my god, and I love, what's his name? Jeffrey Wright. Sterling K. Brown's in it.
Yes, I love Sterling K. Brown. I feel like, though, if I was around Sterling K. Brown, he kind of gives off this energy where I'm like, I'm sorry, do you need a glass of water? Am I in trouble? Like, he comes off, like, so, I don't know, he's, like, feels so sophisticated to me that I feel like I'd spill in front of him.
I think you say, I'll spill all over him.
No.
Yes.
Oh my god. All right. So that's on my list. American Fiction's on my list. And what do we at next?
All right.
Kate?
Why don't let's do the next three all coupled together, because the next three, or maybe just two of the three, I know, royally pissed you off. These are the makeup and hairstyling, production design, and costuming. Costuming and makeup hair, self-explanatory. Production design means like sets. And the same movie won for all three. Bridge, what was the movie?
Poor Things.
Poor Things won all three. And you saw
Okay.
Poor Things.
I saw Poor Things. I think you should see it, folks. See it.
I want
but
to.
I want to lower your bar. Okay? The acting, amazing. And Emma Stone, Mark Ruffalo, William Dafoe.
I love William.
Amazing. I mean, really, Emma Stone, really, I was like, okay, you are in that one. But the story is interesting, but also, like, weird, and I don't want to say too much without giving it away, but I think...
Isn't the plot
some
Frankenhooker?
Some people think that, like, the movie's in on creepy jokes, and then other people think it, like, is missing it and is exploitive.
What did you think?
I thought that Emma Stone made the best out of it, but I got bored with the story.
Okay.
If anything, I would have loved to see a TV series with multiple seasons and not a movie. And I thought it was too long.
You wanted more. Wait, it was too long, but you wanted more.
The story of the movie was too long, where
Okay.
you could have just had Emma Stone being this character.
Gotcha.
Every episode, it'd be like Broad City. I want to see that over and over and over again, although I don't need to see her having so much sex.
Okay.
Thank God didn't watch this one with Mom. It would have been right up there with Saltburn.
Whoa.
Very, very wrong.
You would have been
So
0 for 2 if you watched that with
I
Mom.
would have been 0 for 2.
Boy. All
which
right.
we heard nothing about Saltburn at the Oscars, so here you are.
Isn't Saltburn technically a 2024 movie?
I guess so.
Uh-oh. You know what that means.
Woo.
It's going to be jizz?
Also...
Oh, yep.
Well, we also have to talk about Billie Eilish.
She's so beautiful and breathy and patriarchal. Fuck them. Yes. I love her.
Okay, this was the moment I started to cry again because everybody in the audience stood up.
And she was so
overwhelmed.
like, oh my god, it was so beautiful. Her schoolgirl outfit. Oh, yes.
Oh, well, yeah. But I realized that the crowd was just kind of a hyper crowd. They kept standing up for a lot of people.
They didn't for Jimmy Kimmel's monologue, which again was talked about on
Thank
Twitter.
God.
Which people were like, awkward. And I was like, sure fucking was.
They're all like, we know you have to be here contractually.
Yeah, contractually. You're like Jimmy Fallon in the Macy's Day Parade. We always know you're going to be there because you got to be. Go sing with the Muppets.
And just when you don't know what's going to happen next, Catherine O'Hara shows up.
Thank God you're here.
Wow.
She was the makeup and hairstyling because she was with Michael Keaton, which,
yes.
Okay. And then later.
Why does he have a comeback? Why is he got so much attention? I'm like, wait, what movie is he in?
Also, is he one of the Hollywood vampires? Because
I know.
He looks the same.
He looks the same. He looks like so good.
He looks so good. And Catherine O'Hara always looks good, like forever. But like for him, I was like, wait, like, are you Beetlejuice? Beetlejuice?
I mean, if you took Nicolas Cage and Michael Keaton and you're like, who had an easier stress-free life? Okay? Like, you know the answer. Okay?
And then, I don't even remember when this was, but I want to talk about it now, is the moment when Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito came out to give some fucking award. I couldn't even tell you what it was. Danny DeVito is literally like, if you multiply Danny DeVito by 3, he becomes the height of Arnold. So that's what we're working with. And they both start making jokes how they were villains in Batman movies. And then they go off script, which is, I was like, Bridget, this would be you and me. If we were hosting, like, we would just ignore what we're supposed to do and be like, oh my God, look at that person. And that's what they did. And Michael Keaton acted right along as if he were Batman. People don't forget. Listen to our episode 4 on Batman. It's a great one.
Yes. Oh. Wait, did we talk about set decoration yet? We just talked about that, right?
I literally said
okay.
Those 3 categories won for things, but we didn't talk about it.
Okay, but I do want to say that Barbie not winning set decoration is appalling. Because this is how you know there's like no men on that award. That was the most impressive thing. And just the house that we went into for our trip. Yeah. In their garage, they had a Barbie house.
So fun!
And it looked just like the set. And I was like...
Did you play with it?
Yeah!
Was there a Kate McKinnon Barbie?
Oh my God. I don't... Maybe in the boxes all the way in the back. Okay. But I just was like, if there was like, I don't know, like those old school cars. Remember how like...
Hot Wheels?
Hot Wheels. Yeah, like if there was a Hot Wheels today and it was designed perfectly, people would lose their fucking shit over. Yeah. And that's what it felt like. And I was like, man, that's such a miss. If you gave Barbie anything, it should have been that. And that was such a miss. All right, I'm done.
Yeah, I know. It's upsetting. But the next was international film.
No, sorry.
What?
John Cena gets naked. All right, international film.
Okay, sorry, I was skipping costume design because poor things. International film, like I said before, it was Zone of Interest. He made his speech, which was a very, like, calm, just kind of stating the facts. Like, hey, I made a movie about how horrible the Holocaust was. And that's kind of, like, not too far off of situation going on. So somebody help. And then everyone was like, yay. And then next after that is Best Supporting Actor, which... was Robert Downey Jr. His first ever win for Oppenheimer.
I didn't realize that was his first ever. I thought he would have won before. I don't know.
No, I mean, because, again, the history, like, he had serious, like, drug addiction, whatever, and then, went to rehab, kind of turned it around, and I'm pretty sure the movie that, like, launched his, like, second, I guess, like, career path, like, after he was sober, was Iron Man. So he was in the
I was just gonna say, I feel like Iron Man,
and he, like, you want to talk about actors play themselves, like, he plays himself, but it's, like, so good that I'm not even mad about it. Yeah. And, yeah, I mean, and, the blessing and curse of being in a Marvel movie is you got to do a lot of those movies. It's usually not just one. So I think he was like kind of pigeonholed into like, I can't do other things because I don't have time because I have to do this thing. But now he has time and he was in Oppenheimer and son of a bitch did it. What a day.
Let's talk about Oppenheimer. Did you watch it?
No, it's really long, but I probably will one day, but I just didn't have it in me.
I've heard it's a little meh.
Long, yeah.
But, what's the guy's name? Murphy?
Cillian Murphy.
Cillian Murphy. I like him.
Yeah.
And so I can, if it's a long movie, I could watch him, and now I'm intrigued to see Robert Downey Jr. in it. So
Robert Downey Jr.
I gotta put on my list.
plays like what you would label as the bad guy, even though Oppenheimer's kind of the bad guy because he creates the atomic bomb, but you know.
Tomato,
it's all about perspective. Yeah! And Bridge, now we're at the Godzilla shoes, which is best visual effects, which if this did not go to Godzilla -1, I was going to flip a table. No, I haven't seen it yet, but I mean, just like the previews for it, amazing. And
wait, really?
Yes.
They look amazing?
Yeah.
Like, should I watch it? Because these aren't like my films.
I mean, I say go for it. I love a good sci-fi.
They did have pretty epic shoes. Guys, look it up.
Godzilla apparently has over like 40 movies or possibly more, and this was its first ever in history like Academy Award win for anything.
Whoa!
So like they like freaked out. They had little Godzilla action figures. Are you fucking kidding? It's amazing. I love them.
That's the fans. Right? They're fans.
Like they like love the material. What I didn't love is this was these are obviously Japanese film animators or whatever we're gonna call it.
God.
And
they rushed them.
They're trying to give their speech and the music's like, get the fuck off stage. And again, on Twitter, a lot of people were like, why can't we either give them more time or use an interpreter? Like, I don't understand why we have to be weird about it and like make people feel bad that they are trying to like self-interpret. Like, what? Like, are you kidding?
I'm with you on that, and it felt sad because you could tell. Like, here's the thing: I don't care if people are long. Yeah, it's the fucking network that cares. Right. This could be someone's one and only shot for their lifetime's work. Right. I don't care if you're 8 minutes long versus 30 seconds. It just is depressing, honestly. Like, give people their moment. Fuck. All right.
Yeah.
Stunt doubles?
What? Stunt doubles?
Who won stunt? Didn't someone win stunt?
No, there wasn't. That wasn't a real category. They were just like, all right, stunt doubles, great. And you're like, what? They are, but that was one of the only montages. I thought they were
best stunts. No, the best stunts didn't win.
No, Bridget, there is no category for best stunts
because Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt. That's when they were being kind of funny to each other.
Yeah, there was no. They didn't.
Oh, they were just saying, hey, thanks for being stunt
They're
people.
just like, stunts are cool. Go team. Yeah.
Yo, and then the best supporting actors came out, and holy cow.
Oh, wait. Okay.
Oh, did I skip any?
You skipped a lot, but...
Oh, okay, go. What did I
Wait,
skip?
we already did both supporting actors. What do you mean?
Why do I have Sam Rockwell here? Are we already on main actor? Man, maybe you and I took a break from texting.
I think we took a break, because some of the categories in here, best film editing, which... Listen, I made a short film, and I can tell you, editing is it's not easy, especially when you're doing it on not an actual film editing software.
Well, Oppenheimer, right?
Oppenheimer won. This is where we start to see a lot of the big wins for Oppenheimer.
How long was that movie to edit if it ended up being like 3 hours?
Probably a fucking crazy amount of time.
Do you think that they were like, we had 86 hours of film? We had to get down to 3.
I really do. That's stress. So I love that. I don't really remember anything about their speech. We had a couple there were documentaries in here. I don't know anything about these though. One was a short, one was a feature. I don't know them, but I'm happy for them. And best cinematography was Oppenheimer, which again, now you're getting the big categories that are kind of predicting what's going to win, the editing, cinematography. I thought Poor Thing.
At first I was like, poor things. And then Oppenheimer came in, you're like, ooh, well, I guess it's going to be the winner, you know?
So they had a category, and I didn't know if this was a category they've always had. Best live action short film.
Huh.
And that was won by a movie that Wes Anderson made. And then Wes Anderson was like, fuck you guys, I don't even want to be there. And he wasn't there.
Wait, that was Wes Anderson's first win ever.
Really? Wait, really?
Yeah.
He didn't win for, not even like Great Budapest Hotel or anything? That's wild. I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm like, wait, because I always second guess myself.
Well, and I did.
Wes Anderson wins first ever Academy Award and is not there.
And he's like, fuck you guys. I think it was actually on my flight home from visiting you, I watched Asteroid City. He made a movie called Asteroid City that was like very Wes Anderson, funky and weird, but I kind of liked it because the whole premise was like, the movie was actually like a stage play, and it was talking about like, this is a weird stage play, but the stage play was based on a true story. So you're going to watch people acting out the stage play, but it's actually a movie. And you're like, I'm confused, but then you weren't. And anyway, Jeff Goldblum plays an alien in that, and I am offended he wasn't nominated for Best Actor. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
Well, I think someone quoted that Jeff Goldblum isn't real.
Oh, well... Well, he might have played himself in the, movie as an alien. Best original score, Oppenheimer,
Whatever.
Whatever. Original song was Billie Eilish, which I was very happy.
Yeah.
I did appreciate the I'm Just Ken. It was definitely entertaining. Oh my God. And now I'm like looking at, because I don't know why this didn't register, but like there were 2 of the songs nominated for best song that I was like, I don't know what this is fucking from. And the Fire Inside one was from Flamin' Hot, which was like the movie about Flamin' Hot Cheetos. Like, were we just scraping the barrel for songs?
What?
I'm so why are songs in movies dying? What's going on?
Oh my God.
Do you remember? I texted you that. I was like, what is this Flaming Hot? Like, what is this lady talking about? And she only sang for like 1 minute and then she was gone. And I was like, why was that nominated? I'm so confused.
It's about Cheetos?
Yeah, Flaming Hot Cheetos. It's like the origin story of Flaming Hot Cheetos.
What the fuck?
It's
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know. But anyway, Billie Eilish won and she was super surprised and thankful. And like, that's the best. And we fucking love to see it. And now we're at the last 4.
Wait, when does Ken perform?
Oh, I'm sorry. We could talk about that more.
All I want people to do is, if you didn't watch the Oscars, go on YouTube. Ryan Gosling sounds so good live.
I was a little worried. I was like, I don't know how he's going to do.
Like, he's not a singer.
There's no edits. Like, you're going to be moving
live?
while singing. Yeah. It's live. Like, I don't know. That's very different than like movie acting, but he did amazing.
He did amazing, and it was entertaining. And you could tell the whole crowd was like, nobody's mad about this.
Right.
Nobody's got beef with fucking Ryan Gosling and Ken. Nobody wants to play that role.
Yep.
Okay? And we all just like this song. And it was a nice time to be alive.
There's a video of Martin Scorsese like jamming out during that at the ceremony. It's really funny.
I'm just Ken. Anywhere else I'd be a 10.
I
love it.
All right. We got Best Actor, which did go to Oppenheimer's Cillian Murphy. This was the first time in my life I knew his name was Cillian. I thought it was Cillian because I'm an asshole. And somebody...
He's a true Irishman.
Okay.
Cillian.
And somebody made a joke on Twitter, because I don't know if you're aware, Bridge, but there is a lot of like Twitter conspiracy theories that like kind of are like coming true, and I'm scared about how Kate Middleton has been like, she's been missing for months.
Yeah,
and like the royal family is like being really sketchy, and they're like, she's fine, and they're like, can we see her? And they're like, here's a Photoshop picture, and they're like, this is like what?
I hate it.
So anyway, someone made a joke like Cillian Murphy winning Best Oscar while it's like UK, England, Mother's Day, but Kate Middleton is missing, is like the Irish getting their like triumph over England. And I was like, it's a weird comparison, but I understand where we're going with it.
Oh my God, that's a dark stretch.
I understand where we're going with it. I understand. Or they were more like the royal family's falling apart and the Irish won an Oscar. And I was like, okay. Yeah. It's pretty real.
Who doesn't want to root for Ireland? What the hell? Who have they pissed off? You know, they're just fucking trying to live life, okay?
And then there was a fucking tweet that I want you... Hold on, let me send it to you. Where it's Cillian Murphy and the dog... the dog from the Zone of Interest. Hold on, I'm sending this to you.
I'm sorry, the last picture is John Cena naked.
It's not John Cena naked. Just click that little link and go see.
Look at X.
I need to see.
He has such icy blue eyes.
Like him, he has the same icy blue eyes as the dog, and someone's like, I want to see them in a staring contest. And I'm like, it's fucking real.
It's true.
My God. Anyway, he won. That's great. And then we had, and this was such an interesting order because again, I'm like, is this always the order or was this the order this year? And if it was the order this year, it feels weird and vindictive and I don't love it. Where the best actress came after best director. And I always thought the order was the last two would be best director and then best picture.
I'm the worst person to ask. I'm
just out loud saying things, and I don't know. But Best Director did go to Christopher Nolan. We did not see him skiing at Sundance, unfortunately. But his first win, which is cool.
Yeah, that is cool. I feel like
he's done a lot of big
I was just
movies.
going to say, you always love to see people that have been around for a long time get their day.
Yeah. And I like his movies. Like, he definitely has a style.
Well, and he works with his wife?
I guess.
I mean, everyone, right?
Well, they kept joking. They're like, Christopher Nolan doesn't have
a joke.
He doesn't have a cell phone. And he writes his scripts on a computer that doesn't have internet.
I mean...
He's just off the grid, like Ron Swanson.
1997, married Emma Thomas, and that was like the... another film producer, was the producer, I think.
Oh, okay.
And that's... I'm sorry, that's something to believe in, but who knows?
Power couple.
Yeah, we'll find out later in life if they hate each other. But they kept talking such kind things, like all the I guess that's what you do, right? You're not gonna like bash the director. But I just feel like you could tell when movies like their directors, and I know they're actors and they like lie for a living, but I don't know. I felt like nobody's got beef with him, and that feels good.
Yeah. And now we have Best Actress.
I know you were mad. You were mad about this.
Here's what I'm mad about.
It was the moment to do it. I mean, when is it going to happen again, right?
Yeah. Lily Gladstone a lot of people were like, she's going to win. She's going to win. Amazing performance. And she lost to a white lady.
Yes. Did you see the movie? What is it?
Killers of the Flower Moon. No, I did not. Not yet. I probably will. Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. That's the Martin Scorsese film. And this is interesting because a lot of people were saying like Martin Scorsese makes a lot of films that are very like raw and kind of based on like historical accuracy, but he always is taking the stance of like our history shows that like we suck, like America sucks. So the whole premise of that movie is like white people literally stole land from all the indigenous, but then they were also like marrying the indigenous women and like being assholes and killing their people, but lying about it because that's like the premise. And so people were like, he's making movies that like are real, but like people don't like the message because it's calling them out on like, you know, you're someone who sucks. And like, so they were kind of like, they were basically saying they theorized that's why he's never won an Oscar. Martin Scorsese has never won an Oscar. Isn't that crazy?
What?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sad. You know, I also thought Leonardo DiCaprio, was he even at the Oscars?
I don't think so, Bridget. I'm sure the PTSD from showing up year to year and being rejected, and then when he finally wins, it's because he like fell off a mountain and had to kill a bear, and you know, I think he's over it. He's over it.
It's kind of sad thinking about how like he doesn't even like go. Yikes. Well, where are we at? Okay, I didn't see that movie. I did see Poor Things, and I thought Emma Stone was great. If Emma Stone sucked, it would be way worse.
Yeah.
She was great. But now I need to see. I have a list. We have Oppenheimer, Killers of the Flower Moon, American Fiction. What else do we got to see? Godzilla
Godzilla minus one.
Godzilla minus one.
There's Anatomy of a Fall. The Holdovers. Want to see the Holdovers?
The Holdovers. The Nazi one.
Zone of Interest.
Okay, I'm up to 6. That's plenty.
Yeah, and a lot of those that we just named are our next category, which is the Best Picture. So there were a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 nominees. Oh my god, and the Zone of Interest was nominated.
Wow.
So
10?
It was nominated for Best International Film, but then also Best Picture? See, this is why that category is so fucking dumb. Just say you guys are racist. Just say it. Jesus. Yes. So fucking annoying. Man, it makes me sad. I see Past Lives on this list because I freaking loved Past Lives.
Oh, you made me want to watch this one, but it's a sad one, so I need like a day.
Sad, but
it's like moments to cry.
It's so sad. And also another movie that's on this list that like I don't even know if it was nominated for anything else, and a lot of people had like not good things to say about this, and the I guess like buildup of it was Maestro. which was the film Bradley Cooper.
Bradley Cooper brought it. So he wrote, directed, and starred in it, and it got nothing.
And he wore a fake nose to play a Jewish man. And I just don't think we needed that. And he also spent, it was something like crazy, something like 6 years studying how to conduct. And it's like, dude, relax. Like, you're going to edit anyway. Like, it's like, so basically people were like, he's trying really fucking hard to win an Oscar. And we're like, we don't like it. And I kind of get that. Nobody likes to try hard.
He's like a pick-me guy.
He kind of was a pick-me guy. I think he was.
And he brought his mom, too. He's like, wow, he really is trying hard.
Oh, and then someone was like, oh, well, he's not going to bring his daughter that he hates.
Damn!
Oh, I'm sorry. See, this is why you're not on Twitter, Bridge. You're not with the jokes. He made a comment that was like, I didn't even love my daughter until she was like older. Like, that's weird. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? So anyway, that's the context.
Oh.
He's a weird dude.
You know, I like him. But I don't know. Maybe if I was on Twitter, I wouldn't. You know?
Yeah, I do. So we referenced it before, but somebody somewhere said to themselves, you know who's going to be the best presenter for this very important category? Al Pacino, the 83-year-old senile man who may or may not be our father. All he needed was a motorized chair and a cane to scoot in, fumble words, and scoot away. Because
YouTube?
What the fuck?
YouTube Ryan Gosling's I'm Just Ken, and then follow it up with Al Pacino introducing it. It was when we all get older, we will all age and have this moment where we know we'll be old and insecure at our oldness. And this is everyone's worst nightmare when you're that age, is you just absolutely flub the delivery. Worst thing ever. It was as if he was like ordering a bagel. Like he was like, winner is some. Oppenheimer.
Oppenheimer, yeah. Go.
We're like, wait, did he joke? Is it real? Wait, what?
Wait, but the best part is like, I don't think he thought he did a bad job. I think he was like, well, my work here's done. And then scooted away, metaphorically, because he was like, anyway, gotta go. And you're like, Al Pacino! There was more stuff you had to read. Like, he didn't even do a build-up. Like, apparently he was supposed to read all the Best Picture nominees. He fucking didn't. He was just like, hey, y'all, how's it going? I have an envelope here. Anyway, Oppenheimer. And everyone was like,
Can I tell you what I would kill for? Is the people that are like behind the scenes they have like a whole script of what should be said and shouldn't, and them reacting to everyone just doing whatever the fuck they wanted. I want that podcast.
You know where my brain just went.
A lady named Linda flipping out at fucking Danny DeVito. I want someone screaming at Al Pacino and you never should have fucking asked Al Pacino. And someone's like, well, this guy couldn't make it. Fuck you. And I want to hear all of that.
And John Cena's naked, like, hey guys. And they're all like, no. You know where my brain immediately went to Anna Cohn from Pen 15 as the stage manager. And I could just see her being like, son of a bitch, it's not the fucking line. You gotta find your light. You gotta find your light.
Oh my God. If they were smart, they would have Maya host, Anna, and stage production. That Oscar
fucking love that.
Rule.
I would be so happy about that.
Oh my God, that would be so good.
It would be so good. Yeah, and honestly, it ended, and somebody made a speech who we talked about this last year. It's the Best Picture category, the person who comes, I mean, everybody from the movie usually gets up, but the person who does the speech is like the producer? ? And usually everyone's like, who the fuck is this person? And, it was the same. And maybe this was Chris Nolan's wife, though. I wonder if it was. You said she was a producer.
Let me see.
If that's the case, I'm not as annoyed because there's some context, but I swear it's like every fucking year you're like, who is this rando person taking credit for something?
I have no idea.
That's like if the superintendent, they're like, oh, best educator of the year is this teacher, and then the superintendent's like, all thanks to me. And you're like, get the fuck off the stage, bitch. You don't do anything. Go away.
I know nothing of what producers do in film. I just watch the movies.
All right, Bridge, way to dump water on my hill I'm dying on. Jesus. I want to be annoyed by it.
Okay, fuck them. I don't know how to add to your hill because I don't actually know what they do.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, you're right about it, but I didn't, like, wasn't he wearing these weird fucking, like, glasses, like he just got, like, his eyes dilated?
Who?
Like, it's coming back to me
Who?
now.
It was a woman who won.
Oh, it was? Oh, never mind. I'm thinking of something else.
That's why I think it was Chris Nolan's wife. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway, that was honestly.
I'm sorry.
That was the show, and it was kind of weird.
Oh my god.
It was a little weird.
Cramp.
It was a weird year.
Cramp.
Versus cramping.
That was long. We did it.
I don't know. If I had to rate it, I'd give it a D+. Maybe
I had more fun.
Maybe a C.
I was giving it a B-ish, but I think the internet was like, meh. Did people like it? I don't know.
I don't think people liked it. Oh my god, and we didn't talk about, and this was another reason that, like, dinged it down for me, was the In Memoriam, which is historically a montage, and they did do a montage where they're, like, show the people and their names and, like, how they were connected to movie making, except the fucking camera people were like, we're not gonna zoom in so the viewers at home can see these, you know, videos playing. We're gonna actually be 100 feet away because there's interpretive dancers on stage, and that's actually more important than the dead people we're honoring. So, like, get your eyes checked. And everyone was like, what the fuck? I don't want to see the dancers. I'm not here for the dancing. I already saw Ken dance. Oh my god. Just a lot of weird choices that I hope
you brought that up, and I think you just kept going, this has to be the writer's strike.
I think it was the writer's strike. I'm telling you, there had to be some impact. Because of writer's strikes, that's why reality TV exists, okay? Terrible, terrible things happen when there are writer's strikes. Okay,
Andy Cohen is like Scrooge McDuck in his pile of money.
Andy Cohen! Oh, Lord. So real.
Here's the thing, though. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch it every year.
I'll watch it, too. I just want to watch it and not be annoyed at parts. I want to watch it and be like, wee!
Or I want to be entertained.
Yeah.
And just try harder. Like, get over it if people think you stink, okay? Grow up. Try harder.
And maybe don't have Jimmy Kimmel.
No more Jimmy Kimmel. Is it like a 3-year contract? Ugh.
You know who I'd love to make a Oscars hosting comeback? Whoopi Goldberg.
Yeah.
Am I right? I mean, amazing.
Although, I don't know, would she be like really over it? She'd be like, hello.
Oh, she'd be like The View, Whoopi Goldberg, and not like Sister Act Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, that could bring us down a little. All right, we're gonna work on that, listeners. We're gonna canvas who's gonna be the next host. So figure it out. We got a year. Oh, God. Well,
Kate, if I had an Oscar, I'd give it to you.
Oh, I would give it to you, and somehow also Barbie, because then everybody wins. You know?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, now it's my pick.
Yeah.
I casually mentioned this.
Oh.
And so you might pick it up.
Oh, okay.
But not actually during this filming, when we talked another time. And
what?
It's cryptic.
I don't know any of the clues. Dr. Sage Wisdom?
1997.
Ooh.
Obsessed with bringing terrorist, ... to justice. FBI agent, ... tracks down ... who has boarded a plane. The plane crashes and they're severely injured, possibly dead. They undergo surgery to remove their face and replace it
oh my god!
with another.
Oh my god! Is it Face Off?
It's Face Off! Starring Nicolas Cage and John Travolta, 1997. Face Off.
Oh.
2024, you didn't know that back then plastic surgery started with Nicolas Cage and he still didn't partake.
Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, because when Nicolas Cage was there, we were like, we've never done a Nicolas Cage movie. And then I think you said, you were like, we should do Face Off. And I was like,
yep, boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
Holy
no listener
shit.
pick. Sorry, folks. You gotta keep making recommendations. We'll get there.
Ah!
But yeah, I just didn't want. I saw Nicolas Cage and I was like, that face. We gotta do this. Let's go.
I'm gonna need wine. I'm gonna need wine.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
John
I
Travolta
gotta
and
tell
Nicolas
you, though,
Cage are crazy.
I always enjoy a Nicolas Cage movie. Guilty pleasure. Okay?
He's great. I mean, he's just always a crazy dude. Let's be real. Holy shit. Oh my god. So much better than Night at the Museum, Bridge. So much better. Or not Night at the Museum. What's it called? National Treasure.
That's Dad's like one of Dad's favorite movies.
Yeah, you were like, Dad would say we should do National Treasure with Nicolas Cage. Oh my fucking god. Wow, good pick, Bridge. I am ready. Terrorists and plane crashes. I don't remember any of that. I just remember that these guys are ridiculous. Wow.
Here we are.
Well, we already did the, we'd give each other Oscars. And so I'm just going to launch into listeners. If you would give someone you love an Oscar, along with Barbie, because Barbie deserved it. And if you think that, Jimmy Kimmel just, I don't know what he has to do. Maybe he needs to do a face-off. And maybe that's the only way he'll get out of his contract, is if he has to undergo plastic surgery while hunting terrorists.
I'd watch that movie.
Jimmy Fallon, get out. That'd be amazing. Oh my god.
So good.
And if you think that Al Pacino needs to just stay home.
Take a seat.
Just sit somewhere next time.
Pull Leonardo DiCaprio, hang out at his house.
We need
get cuddly on the couch.
Steven Spielberg literally was at the ceremony and could have done that, and they were like, no, we got it. We're gonna give it to Al. Al's been taking shots in the back.
Bad.
We're gonna give it to Al.
So bad.
Holy
so
shit.
Bad.
If you think all that, you should write us a review.
Woo!
We love reviews. We love written reviews. You can review us on Apple Podcasts, along with some other podcasting apps. We also have a website, sisterswhoseenit.com. On our website, you can request a movie. So there is a form you can fill out. Your request goes on a list. And every now and then we look at the list. And we will do it eventually. And Bridge, what else can they do on our website?
Give us tips.
Woo!
Money.
Woo!
Okay?
Woo!
You can reward us for the Oscars, because I say we did better than Jimmy Kimmel.
We watched it. We got free trials for it.
There's merchandise. You can wear our gear.
Ooh.
You can be in on the jokes like we do. And that's it, Kate. Check it out.
Yes. So check all that out, listeners. And we hope to hear from you. All right. Well, we'll see you all next week for Face Off. And they literally say in the movie, I want to take his face off. And you're like, what? That's crazy. But then in the movie, it's like, that's normal. And
but then they do it.
And they do it. They fucking
oh my god. And then they're on an episode of Botched. I don't even know. It's so good. I can't wait. 1997. Oh my god.
I'm so ready. Oh my god. I love you.
I love you.
Oh.
Anywhere else I'd be a
10.
Barbie, you killed it and you got no awards. Sorry, Lily.
And Jimmy Kimmel sucks.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Love. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in to Sisters Who Seen It. You can listen to us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Check out our website at sisterswhoseenit.com, where you can email us, request movies to be reviewed, and keep up to date with all things sisters. Also, make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you next week.